back to Film Brew. My name is Kevin Lyons.
I'm Daniel de Sangre, and we are Too High Mcfly.
All right. Oh my god. Okay, so we just saw episode 2 of season 7 Game of Thrones, and oh my god, nothing really happened.
It was a lot of build-up and not a lot of payoff yet.
It was a lot of build-up, but you know what? It wasn't bad build-up. I enjoyed the build-up. It's just because we just got off of the first episode, and there was a lot that happened there. It was very exciting. And now it just feels like everything is just kind of... all the episode is just breathing. It's just breathing, and the tension is building, and that's what this entire episode was.
Yeah, it almost felt like the first episode kind of just hit you with a good setup, and now this is all just foreplay. Like you almost went reverse. You went backwards with this
It's
one.
all just foreplay, you know what I mean? They gave us too much in the first one, and now it's just like...
They busted their load.
I just want more. I just felt like this episode needed a lot more, but all the dialogue and all the scenes was really cool.
Yeah, and it was really cool to see the characters interacting, especially like Lady Tyrell, and you have, Daenerys. Like, that's awesome. We were finally seeing these characters, these actors, sharing a scene together. And
so it opens up on Dragonstone, right? Daenerys is there with Tyrion and the dickless kingpin from Daredevil. I don't know these characters' names because they're so long and each one has 5 different names. But it's cool because she was kind of testing him. She's like, listen, you were with all these other kings, but now you're not with them. It's almost like you betrayed them. And so she's just like, are you going to betray me? And he's just like, hey, listen, I'm not betraying kings in general. I'm for the people. And you do what you got to do. But the reason I'm with you is because I think you're going to be best for the people who I want to represent.
And I choose you.
I choose you.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
It was kind of cool because they're just like, all right, well, you know what? If you do betray me, I am going to light you on fire. I'm going to burn you alive.
Yeah, and he's like, I expected nothing less from the Mother of Dragons.
He's like, I will start that fire myself. You know what I mean? He's just like, this guy's a badass.
Yeah, he really is.
This guy's got a lot of balls for somebody who doesn't have any balls.
Yeah.
And by the way, what is up with all the dickless men in the show?
They were all into the one scene together.
Yeah, it's so funny when they're in the map room with Daenerys and they're going over like all their war strategy, and then we just started noticing like, wait a second, this is all like powerful women, and all the men are kind of in the background because they don't have dicks and they're not saying anything. And then you got Tyrion, who's just like the little man, but he's got the big dick, and he's the only one that has like a really good, sensible voice on the male figures in this scene. So.
King of the dicks.
King of the dicks.
That's what he is.
King
The tripod.
But it was cool. It was cool to see these scenes play out.
Yeah, so the best thing to take away from that scene was Lady Tyrell talking with Daenerys and kind of giving her the heads up, like, hey, maybe you shouldn't listen to, a Tyrion Lannister.
I like her. The old lady, she don't take no shit from anybody. It's just like, she's just so fearless. She's gotten to that point of her life where she's just like, listen, I've seen some shit, and everybody else who thought they were all powerful, they're all dead, and I'm still here. So listen to me, honey, because I got wisdom. Tyrion, he's just cocky. You know what I mean?
Both literally and figuratively.
Yeah, that's right. So that was a lot to take out from that scene. That was it. It was just dialogue, tension building.
And it kind of makes you wonder where if Daenerys starts going against Tyrion, then is that going to be some kind of tension? You know what I mean?
We'll see. I guess we're just gonna have to see. You can't really tell with this show because you think something's going this way, all of a sudden it just goes, and just does
somebody
that.
just ends up getting killed. It's like I thought they were a major character in the entire show, but
that's right.
Apparently not. Contracts end.
So what else do we have?
Yeah, so the big one, and then of course we have the funny scene with Sam.
Oh, Samwell. I love this guy, dude.
Yes. He's having a good arc here. His character's really starting to blow up. Ever since he killed that White Walker, all of a sudden he's a badass now.
He's so
Ever since he got laid,
That's
all
right.
of a sudden. Balls the size of fucking grapefruit.
But it's so cool because now he's at with this library. He's learning to become a maester, right?
Yeah.
And so he's learning all this stuff about everything in the history of this world that they've set up for us, and he's trying to cure the grayscale from what's his name?
Jormon.
Jormon.
George, yeah.
Well,
yeah,
whatever his name
Mormon.
is. They're trying to cure his grayscale, and his boss is all like, you know what? No, you can't cure it. And he's like, well, I heard about the guy who did cure it, and he cured a bunch of other incurable diseases. And then he's like, yeah, you want to know how he died? Grayscale. And it's just like, boom. Sometimes you just got to listen to the old ignorant guys.
Seriously, they may be delusional, but once in a while, 1 out of 100, they got something important to say.
And then came up to the nasty part, man, when he figured out how to try and help with the grayscale, and he's cutting it all off. Dude, so nasty and gross. It was total like horror movie stuff. I loved that.
B-level. I loved it.
But it was so cool.
It was awesome.
I feel bad for Sam though, because first of all he's killing White Walkers, he's getting laid, and now he's just doing gross shit.
Yeah, like he's cleaning toilets.
He's cutting grayscale off.
Cutting off old fucking dry skin.
The pus is so nasty.
Nasty, and they got good extreme close-ups in there. It was gross.
But it was really cool.
It was awesome.
I love Sam.
Another cool thing that happened was Arya with her old direwolf.
That was so cool because it's one of those scenes where you're just like you just feel like something big is gonna happen.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen? And then when her wolf came back, you didn't know how it was gonna go, and you thought that they were just gonna be with her, but then they just take off. And so you know what I think? I think at some point she's gonna get into trouble around there, and then they're all gonna come in and save her.
Oh, yeah, it's the wolf pack, right?
It's the wolf pack.
Rolling with the wolf pack.
Rolling with the wolfies.
So they had that great scene though where Nymeria comes really close to her, and
Yeah.
that moment where she's reaching out, and you see the like the subtlety with the wolf.
I mean, she's an incredible actress. Like,
yeah.
just like those subtle little things that there was so much emotion, and you could tell that there were so many levels of it, and it was just with like the subtle movements of her face. She did really well. With
There was that moment where you see her starting to get teary-eyed, like she's gonna start to break, and then there's that moment where she realizes the wolf is just like her. And she kind of just accepts it. She goes back into the wilderness, just like she does.
Exactly, but this wolf is fucking huge. These dire wolves, they're like fucking elephants, man. These things are huge.
They're elephant wolves.
Oh, elephant wolves. I love it.
Yes.
I love it. I'm so excited to see how they come back for this.
Oh, yeah. And you know it's going to come in and save her at the most opportune time.
Absolutely.
I'm excited. I want to see some faces torn off.
More monster shit like fucking Grayscale getting cut off.
Oh, dude, I want to see that. I can see that all day.
So now we're back to Jon Snow, and we're back with Sansa. And what was really cool is because Daenerys found out about Jon Snow, and she's sending messages to there. She's like, hey, listen, I hear you're a great guy. You're going to be very good for us, so why don't you come down and kneel before me and help us defeat Cersei? And then all the people at the Night's Watch, they hear about it, and they're just like, yo, man, her dad was fucking nuts. If you go there, she's gonna light you on fire. And like, Sansa doesn't want him to go. And
I don't abandon our people in the north.
Yeah, but you know what was cool, though? In the previous episode, they were kind of butting heads, and she's like, listen, sometimes you're gonna have to make the choices that you don't want to make.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he does that in this episode, but it's not the choice that she thinks it is, and it ends up going in her benefit. He's just like, I'm leaving you in charge.
Yeah.
And she's just like, whoa, all right, cool, go ahead, see ya.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
But the cool thing is that he had all of his wise people, the advisors that that he's been trusting this whole time, going, telling him, don't abandon us. We need you here in the north.
Yeah.
The king of the north, the king of the north.
King of the North, King of the North.
So, and he still says no. F you, I'm out. Deuces with a discount.
I was waiting for those guys. Fuck the King of the North. Let's go to the King of the East. King of all directions.
The Queen of the North.
But that was cool. I'm really enjoying the relationship between Jon and Sansa.
It's fascinating, and the cool thing is that the last week it kind of felt like Sansa kind of one-upped them a little bit.
Yeah.
Not this week. Jon Snow dropped the mic with "You take over."
This is going back and forth. I love it.
I love it, dude. It's like a tennis match.
So let's talk about the biggest scene in this episode.
Well, we definitely know what the biggest scene was. Grey Worm getting it on.
Yeah, Grey Worm getting it on.
He got it
Well, that's
on,
not really
man.
the biggest scene, but emotionally the biggest scene.
Yeah.
And that's like the whole thing. It's just like, man, he doesn't have a dick and he's still getting laid.
Yeah.
And what's up with all the dick cutting in this movie? I mean, in this series, man, it's just like every other character has something wrong with their genitals. It's
yeah.
like, fucking what the hell?
And it seems like all of a sudden, like, cunnilingus never existed before in this series. Jon Snow does it, and now this Grey Worm does it, and all of a sudden the women are like mortified that this thing exists. And they never knew that this thing existed. Like, you're telling me in hundreds of years they've never done this?
It's just
Come
like
on.
the writers. What can we do with season 7? Cunnilingus.
Cunnilingus, throw it in there.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Good
It
friend.
just rolls right off the tongue.
Let's get it on. Let's get it on. All right. So now let's get into the probably the most intense and exciting scene in this episode, which is the big boat battle. Yeah. All the iron ships are coming in and taking down fucking
straight battleship style.
The straight battleship style.
Euron
that was cool. Yeah.
Versus Yara versus the Greyjoys. It was awesome.
And the Greyjoys, and then at the end when he finally has her in the what's her name?
Yara.
He has Yara by the throat with the axe, and he's fucking egging on Theon. And he's like, come on. And we thought that he was gonna have like this really cool battle scene to maybe save her, and he just jumps off the fucking boat.
And you see it in his eyes where he's like, oh fuck this, like he's gonna go and attack him, and all of a sudden he just stops, and you see like that PTSD kick in, and he's like just convulsed. It's like, what are you doing, dude? And you see him in his eyes where he just breaks, and it's like, no. So it means the whole time when you had that moment last season with Sansa where he helped her escape, you just backtracked again. Man. I thought you rebounded.
I just really hope he gets some really cool redemption or something.
He already had one, and they just took it right back.
So he needs another one. So overall, did you like the episode, Dan?
Overall, I like it. I mean, obviously every week they can't do something, crazy big. I feel like this one's just a lot of setup, but I feel like next week is going to be super cool.
But it was good setup.
Very good setup.
I mean, I like every single episode. It's just like we're greedy and we just want more. We just want more action, more fun stuff. But all this dialogue and all these scenes were playing out. It was very good setup for more drama and bigger scenes in the next episode.
Absolutely. And you see that Jon Snow goes to Daenerys, and it's like, finally, there's that big rumor. Is he a Targaryen? Is he half Targaryen, half Stark?
Yes!
We get to find out.
Hopefully we'll find out next week, and stick around so we can talk about it. And I don't know. I think that's all we have to talk about this episode.
That's it. I think we'll just keep brewing it.
All right, let's just keep brewing it. Anyway, guys, don't forget to click like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you thought. If there was anything that we missed, or those little things that other people pick up on that nobody else knows. So
it's those Easter eggs.
Those little Easter eggs. Let us know. Drop us a line, and I guess we'll see you guys next time on Film Brew.
Film Brew.
Peace out.